To this day, my favorite Bionicle sets are still the Toa Metru. In my opinion, the fact that they are more or less clones actually adds to how cool they are for me personally. Multiple recolors and a unified appearance sells it for me, as it really does feel like they are a team. On top of that, the Toa Metru also integrated the gear play function from previous years, all the while having the ability to bend their arms and legs, which is still something at the time relatively new for Bionicle sets, and would later become standard for all Toa sets and later canister villains too. However, one problem with the sets is the fact the Toa Metru's arms cannot go from side to side. Instead, they were stuck in a rotating pattern, and even then, the arms cannot move independent of one another, which limits the Toa's ability to perform more dynamic poses. One way to fix this issue is to use LEGO Technic piece 32054, pin 3L with friction ridges and stop bush. Connect this piece to the Metru torso, and connect the arm to the 3L pin with a 2-long axle, and you now have a way to move the arm on its own. The Toa Haga used this technique for their shield arm. However, the arm cannot move to the side still, but that just brings me to the next method. Another way to circumvent this issue is to just take a 3-long axle with stop. On Bricklink, it's part number 24316, a ball joint, a Bionicle hand, and a 2-long axle. To create this, it allows your Metru builds a greater deal of mobility, that being allowing the arms to go side to side, and all the while not sacrificing the play feature. This style is good, but it's not perfect. It's bulky, the piece can easily become loose, and in my opinion, ruins the Toa Metru silhouette. Both methods are not without their problems, but asking for a building style that can incorporate two jarring issues like mobility and sleekness is a pretty tall order, and lo and behold, I just happened to find a pretty simple solution to my problem. It is a fairly straightforward concept for a LEGO piece that I was surprised didn't exist yet as an official LEGO part. All it is basically is a 1-long pin with a toe ball, or otherwise known as in the community, mixel joint socket, and it serves as a great way to enhance your Bionicle sets, as you'll see in this video. By taking a toe ball with 1 long axle and the knockoff toe ball socket pin, you too can enjoy a much wider range of posing with your Toa Metru, or mocks that utilize a Metru torso, like my Vakama, which gets rid of his useless gear play feature and instead allows him to pull off more dynamic poses. But because you're giving the toe ball socket to your Metru torso, this nullifies the play feature given by LEGO. However, in some cases, I feel this is a much better alternative that harkens back to the Toa Nuva, where LEGO gave you the option to deactivate the Nuva's dual action arm movement with either a pin width axle or a 3-long axle with Technic gear. Speaking of the Toa Nuva, this toe ball socket pin works for the modded torso too. My Kopaka is able to pull off some cool poses that can really help in the future for photography and stop motion animation projects I might have. By taking these 4 pieces, you can make a really cool and discreet head articulation mod for your Toa. First, cut the center of your modded torso, then combine the 3 Technic pieces and a knockoff part and insert the mod into the middle. Just reattach the head, and you now have a discreet, perfectly articulated modded neck. What's cool about this mod is that you can keep the play feature intact too. Just insert a Technic gear, then a 4-long axle, and the remaining back pieces for your Toa. And just like that, they'll retain their dual action abilities. I had the idea to replace the blue pins on my Metru Matorn with these toe ball socket pins, thinking initially they'd be more articulate, but instead they just ended up being really wonky looking, and Akmau could barely stand, let alone keep his arms in place. Just wanted to say, I'm not sponsored for this product. I just made this video with the intention to show off, in my opinion, a really cool compatible with LEGO knockoff piece. It's a shame LEGO has not made their own version of this piece as of yet, as the uses for such a piece would be immeasurable, but for the meantime, we have this piece from GoBricks to fill the role. Thank you all for watching. Please consider subscribing, as it would really help out, and commenting for the algorithm. Yep, that's all. Bye!